Russ, another late one for your side, but I think you probably just about deserved it on the night.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, I'm not sure we just about deserved it. I think we deserved it. I think we were really excellent performance. The amount of passes and control the players had in the game on a pitch that's like that after 3 games in a week is it's incredible. Really, it really is. It's can't take that for granted. None of us can. I certainly don't. I said that to the players after. Extremely proud of the way they're able to do that, the way they play together, the mentality and intensity not only to do that in possession but to defend tonight was brilliant. We conceded a fantastic strike, which is a bit easier to accept than some of the goals we've conceded recently. And yeah, I just thought overall as a team performance it was fantastic. We created some big chances as well that we didn't convert, but I think Fish had to make two saves really. One was straight out and the other one got down low, but apart from that limited them very little. And as I said, the most pleasing thing is we've come for a really sticky period, really tough patch in the last 3 games. Although we got beat against Blackpool, the last 3 games I think the players have been outstanding and they've got better each game. They've improved all the stuff we wanted to work on. They've done fantastically well, and so I'm proud of them. They deserve that tonight. And against a good team, by the way, they're really good. I like them a lot. A lot of respect for the way they play. So it was a big win for us.
I think that's probably about as controlling and as dominant as we've seen from your side in the first half for a long time. Yeah,
I think it was fantastic. The playing against a good press, a good team. They just they really believed, and we spoke about it before, about the intensity to play, to receive, to move for each other, and some of the stuff honestly. And the goal we score again is just, so proud of them guys, watching them do that on a pitch that makes it really, really much more difficult for us. So the control was fantastic, and I think that's where we're trying to get to. We're trying to get there. We're trying to get more and more of that. And over the last 3 games, I think you've seen more and more of that. So we just need to get the guys conditioned to keep playing like that every single week, so we don't have periods during a game where it gets a little bit sticky. And today it did at 60 minutes. We had a lot of guys who were tired just before they scored. We were going to make some subs, and so a bit frustrating they scored just before we did that because we needed a bit more energy. But everyone played such a big role today. I thought the subs who came on were great, and we, as I said, really, really pleased to get a back-to-back wins, and especially ahead of a really tough game against the informed team in the league on Saturday.
You asked for more end product from Matthew Sorinola. That's 4 assists in 2 games. Can't really ask a lot more from him, can you? Yeah,
I think Cammy's said he's going to start paying him. So I think he's What the beautiful thing about Matty is, and our relationship stayed really strong all the way through. I think the frustrating thing is we haven't been able to play him as much as we want because there was a bit of distraction and it affected him a little bit. But he's bounced back really strongly, really, really well. He's got a fantastic attitude, Matty. That's never in question. He's got a brilliant character, great personality. He's so laid back. Which helps him on the pitch. The way he takes the ball. There's not many like him, the way he takes the ball in, and he's the other side of the game. We asked him to take more risks, to commit more of himself in the final third, and he's certainly done that. And he's played with real confidence, and it's not easy. He's a young guy playing his breakthrough season, really, and physically it's tough, but he's so reliable. He's so responsible defensively first and foremost. But when he adds that to his game, he's fantastic for us.
Well, he certainly ran himself into the ground, but I think it was probably the 3 substitutes that you made just after their goal that really gave your team a real boost in those last 25 minutes or so. Yeah,
the subs were great, and I spoke about it. Losing Josh was a blow because he was playing fantastically well, I think, and but Louis T come on and done really, really well. Got better and better as the game went on. Ben Gladwin, Danny Harvey, really good impact. Griggy and Zach, they all play a part, and we're going to need everyone. There's so many games. We haven't got a huge squad. We've got more depth now, more strength and depth than we've ever had since I've been here, for sure. So we are going to need everyone. We say it all the time. It's not a token or a throwaway comment. We are, everyone is so important to us. Even the guys who are not playing tonight, Jordan Houghton, Lass, people like that. Charlie Brown, he'll be fit for Saturday, which will be great for us. But it gives us real belief in everyone, and they really believe in each other. So it's important they come on and have the impact they did.
and a late penalty. I mean, I asked you Saturday whether or not there was a point where you're thinking it wasn't going to come. Was there another point tonight where you're thinking, you're going to have to settle for a point?
Now, we were saying on the bench just before, actually, we felt there was going to be another chance somewhere, because I think they looked really tired. I think because of the control we had throughout the game and the way we moved the ball, we worked them really hard, and it's no coincidence we've scored a couple of late goals recently because of how hard we've worked teams with the ball. So it always felt like we might get one, but you never know if it's going to get away from you. But obviously, if you get a penalty, there's one guy you want to take it, and it's a man who did and put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a long time for Scott Fraser to get one. I think it's 7 games that he's gone without scoring, and having spoken to him yesterday, I know that certainly frustrates him. But he's getting an awful lot more attention, isn't he, in the last few matches? Yeah,
that's exactly the point, Toby. It's Scotty has to find we it's the biggest compliment ever that he gets man marked in most games now. So he has to try and embrace that challenge rather than let it frustrate him, and I think he did that tonight. I think we were in danger of it going the other way at some point, and he was getting really frustrated in the first half, but we had to show him a couple of bits at half time where actually he was really having an impact on the opposition player, and he was getting in some great positions, and it was just about being patient to find him, and he did. He got in some really good positions all night, but I was really impressed with his attitude, his desire to keep going, to not let frustration take over. As you said, it probably is that it's it's an indication of how tough or how hard people have been focusing on him the last few games. But he's a fantastic player. So much courage on the ball, so much confidence, so much conviction in what his own ability, which is a real strength of his, but in the right way. And he's been a big player for us, and he needs to continue doing that. And as I said, when his mentality, when you get a penalty, I know he fancies himself to score every time.
One win, I suppose you can say, okay, that's the starting block. 2 wins, though, that makes a huge difference for morale and just life around Stadium MK, doesn't it? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I think it all makes us all breathe a little bit easier. That's for sure. I think it's testament to the character and the belief in the guys that to come through the sticky period we've had, but not just to win the games, but to win them how we have done, and to play the way we have is brilliant. Because it'd be really easy to lose belief in what we were doing after the run we've been on, which is the first, apart from the start of the season, the first really sticky run we've had in a long time. And it would have been easy to sort of go away from it a little bit and maybe lose a little bit. But they've actually gone more. They've gone more all in on it, and they accept and realise what they are capable of. And we have to. This season, I said to you, it's about improvement, and I want to finish the season as strongly as we possibly can. And that won't change. So it's now up the challenges for the guys to see how they can keep going. If we can keep going and condition them more and more to the way we're going to play, ready for next season.
I suppose it's quite a strange injury for Ethan Laird. It looked like he had his shoulder strapped up and was almost running with one arm, which I know is a strange thing to say. But he looked like he was in some sort of discomfort. What's the issue with him?
Yeah, he done well to last so long, really. With one, and I mean, he's still quicker than most people, even with one arm. So he's Ethan gets kicked a lot because he's a real threat. The last few games, he's had some real physical treatment, we'll call it, and he landed awkwardly on his shoulder. So he done really well, because I thought he might have to come off. He had it strapped up by obviously Simon Crampton, the brilliant Cramo at half time, and it managed to keep him going for a little bit. But he's exhausted as well. It's just been his first loan, his first experience of competitive first team football in a team that demands that he plays really in a really intense position with a high physical demand. So I think he deserved to have a little break for the last half an hour or so, whatever it was, and he done well to get through, and hopefully that won't hinder him moving forward for the next game.
And you mentioned there you brought off Josh McEachran at half time, probably his most impactful game. I think he certainly like to drop into that little pocket and find a lot of the ball. What's the latest with him? Yeah,
he was fantastic. He's such a gifted footballer, and really suits what we're doing, really helps us to control the game. And to be fair, I thought he was brilliant today, and he played without being able to move his neck to one side, and it just got worse and worse the game. So he woke up a neck spasm. Again, Cramo, the magician, managed to release it a little bit, and but as the game went on, it got worse, and then he headed the ball and it just went into spasm again. So I think it's exciting that he can play that well with only looking one way, being able to look one way. So he has full range in his neck, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. But he's going to take some time to get up to speed fully, but you can all see what a gifted player he is and how much he's going to bring to us.
Cheers, Russ.
Cheers, Toby.
Russ, Harry Darling's been an excellent addition to the team's backline. Today, however, he seemed to look really confident going forward, really charging through the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, he's done that a lot for us. He's done that a lot. I think different games dictate different things in terms of what he can do, how he can do it. The way he's fitted in, the way he's focused on improving and a different style of play to what he was used to, obviously. It's been incredible, really. Brilliant character. Will develop into a real leader for us, there's no doubt about it. Really demanding of him because I think he's got a really high potential. Same with Warren O'Hora, I thought was fantastic tonight. Brilliant. So both of them and Zach Jules going to really, really push hard because they have a really high ceiling, and obviously we hope they can get there with us eventually. But yeah, he's been brilliant. Just the confidence he plays with is so impressive. And I said, he made a mistake last week against Blackpool, a week ago today. We accept that's going to happen every now and again. We are asking him to be so brave on a really difficult pitch, and I can't be any more proud and grateful for what they do. And we just have to make sure we keep him focusing on improving, all three of those young guys and the rest of them, and not get too high or too low with them, and see how far we can go with them on the journey. But yeah, it's exciting. The group that we have ready and available for us moving forward to next season with the young guys, potential, it's really exciting. And we have to keep focusing on improving these guys. There's a lot, they've been great, but there was also a lot more to work on and improve.
Take Dean Lewington out of that back line, you've arguably got the youngest defence in the league. You must be so impressed with how far they've come already, but also so excited with what they could achieve over the next year or two in their careers. Yeah,
definitely. I think if you look at it with the goalkeeper as well, with Andy, with Fish, 21, all in their first full seasons, really, apart from Harry, but at first full season at this level. Dave Kasuma as well in front of them. It's exciting. It really is. And they're all brilliant to work with. They've all improved huge amounts this year, and we have to keep driving to improve them. And I'm going to stop talking about them now, otherwise we'll alert too many people. So, but yeah, they're all fantastic, and they're great to work with, and we love them all, and I think they love being part of what we're building.
And it's not often that teams seem to score more goals when you start with only one striker, but over the last couple of games, the team's looked great in the attacking third. Cammy up front on his own, even Griggy when he comes on. Lone striker seems to be working for you.
Yeah, I think we've got two strikers. We're lucky to have two strikers who can perform that role really, really well. We made changes, and this is what we're talking, when we were talking about a plan B and stuff, we've tweaked things and we've adapted without losing any of what we want to be. We've probably actually strengthened it with the formation tweak we've made. And again, it's about work. We're going to find problems with it, there's no doubt about it. We've worked in it throughout the season, we've changed to it in games, but we've really focused on it, and at the minute it's something that's working well for us. The players are really enjoying. We're getting more control in games, and as you said, the worry was it was going to maybe hinder us at the top end of the pitch and not create so much. But the guys have been brilliant, and again we created some really big chances tonight. So hopefully we can continue to do that.
Cheers, Russ.
Cheers, James. Thank you.
Russ, was it good to see Ben Gladwin back in the fold tonight?
Yeah, very much so. I thought he was great when he come on. I thought he was really, really good. Really, really pleased with Ben to have him back, and he trained brilliantly yesterday. It was his first day training after a small knock. So great. Yeah, when he's on song and when he's playing well and when he feels good physically, yeah, fantastic. Excellent. We spoke about him lots, haven't we, over the course of the last 18 months, and he really adds to us, and he helped us get through the last bit of the game, and really pleased to have him back.
Sure. Spoke on Saturday about the confidence that you felt from the team sheet that started last year against Blackpool to keep them playing for that Saturday game, and I take it they impressed you well enough to get a third run tonight as well.
They did indeed, yeah. That's, I think, with a bit of consistency. I think we obviously made quite a few changes. We weren't quite finding the right formula. We'd had a few bad results, so it becomes really a difficult choice. I'm still learning my role, my job, what works, what doesn't, and I just feel that they've deserved to go again. Whether or not we can go again on Saturday, because there are some guys, I'll call them experienced guys in there that are physically have been through a lot. It's been a hectic schedule for them. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the last 3 games. As I said, they've got better and better and better. And whoever we play on Saturday, whether there are a few changes or not, we need to go again and try and improve again.
Absolutely. This is the 3rd game here in 7 days. Has it given more an opportunity to adapt to some of the pitch stuff that we've spoken about a couple of times over the last couple of weeks?
I think they've adapted to it brilliantly. It's got, obviously, over the 3 games, it's got harder and harder to play on. But that's why I said to you, I'm so grateful for what they do on that pitch. I'll never ever take it for granted. None of us should, because it's not easy. It's not easy. So it's for them to play that way, the way they do on that pitch, to have the courage to play that way is fantastic. And yes, they've adapted to it really, really well. And hopefully we've got a bit of a break on the pitch now, so we'll come back and it will have a little rest, and hopefully with the weather we're having now as well, and a bit more light, it will improve slowly but surely towards the end of the season.
Sure. Cheers, Ross.
Cheers, guys.
Anyone else want anything, James? Do you want anything more, or are you good?
Yeah, just one from me. You'll be pleased to know, Russell. So on Saturday, obviously, you've got a big challenge against Burton. 7 games unbeaten now, although they didn't win tonight. They got a 1-1 draw against Blackpool. Under new management and Jimmy Floyd-Hasselbank as well, that's going to be a tough one for you.
Yeah, they're the informed team in the league. They've been incredible. What a job. I think everyone wrote them off, really. I think everyone thought they were probably going to get relegated. They were sitting bottom of the table. They have done an incredible job. Jimmy and Dino, incredible. So it's going to be a really tough game. We know that it's going to be a really, really difficult game, and that's why, I'm looking ahead, and I'm not convinced we can go again with the same teams. It's going to take a lot of energy. It's going to take a lot of hard work. They are very, very good the way they play. They've all really bought into it, the players, and they're in really good. They have really real momentum. Momentum in football is so powerful. So it's going to be a tough game. We're well aware of that, and that's why it's really important to win these 2 home games before we go there. But we'll go there. We'll try, and I think from what I've seen, the pitch looks good, and we'll try and impose our own game and see where it takes us. But I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a big challenge.